Hey everybody, Mom H with Honey Hollow Homestead. Well, a little bittersweet here. This is the first chance I've had to use the sawhorses that my husband gave me for Christmas this past year. Yeah. But I am putting them to good use. Let me see here. All right. Yeah. Nice to be able to use them. Finally. Got nice cool weather. It's beautiful out. Oops, wrong way. And I'm finishing up this pole barn to get ready for hay that's supposed to be coming tomorrow. I'm just hoping that the hay's going to dry because it just doesn't feel like a good day for drying today. So why am I doing pocket holes? Come on. I'm chopping off my head here. I'm doing pocket holes because I have lots of pocket hole screws. And I don't have any longer screws to butt this board up against the post. It probably would hold better, but this is just to give a bit of a boundary. So, and I'll probably lay in some boards this way for stacking the hay on. That's kind of what I'm thinking anyway. But we'll see. Or maybe I got a pallet over here I can cut sections off and stick that in there. That'll work too, just to give me that little extra space. So it is really nice to be working on sawhorses and not bending over on the ground. Of course, this is going on the ground, but I don't know if it was a miscalculation or if they thought I could just use the wood. But it's nice to have these extra pieces of lumber that they didn't need for the pole barn. I think that initially, what my friend was thinking, he was thinking cross braces like this. for the rafters, and for whatever reason they decided not to do that. That's fine. It works. It's holding the roof up. That's the important thing. So the question is, oh, don't you fall. Stay there. The question is, okay, I'm putting the fence up on the sides and on the back. How am I going to keep the goats out of the hay? Well, I've got the cutoffs from these goat panels, and I can make gates that'll swing open. I can keep them closed after we get, I'll put them up probably after we get the hay in, and then I can secure it, and the goats won't be able to get in there. So I'm not sure how many bales we'll get in, but I'll tell them stack them as high as they dare. So I figure he can pull the wagon right in, and they can just dump the hay right off the side here and stack it easy. It should be easy peasy. A lot easier than putting it in the barn. The barn's going to be the harder part. But hopefully I'll get this done. So, and unless things really get hot this afternoon, I'm having a feeling that he may have to wait until Thursday to bale. So, but we'll see. Just as long as we don't get any rain. This wood is not pressure treated, but that's okay. It's going to be in under the roof, and it's not going to be in direct contact with the dirt. So hopefully it'll last for a day or two. Okay. Stay there. Forgot to get my hammer. I'll be right back. in the barn, it wasn't there. I found my old sledgehammer. It needs a new handle, but I think it'll work for this. I think that'll do the job. Anyway. Well, it's not too bad working here in the shade, but it's a little warm in the sun. What are you squawking about, Sheba? Well, the sheep are down in the pasture, and they are going to be discovering that right now there's only one way in or out of the pasture, and that is through the opening over here by the gate, unless they can squeeze under the bottom board until I get some electric strung. Now, I am looking into a better charger than what I have. What I have is better than nothing, but if I'm going to open up additional pasture on the other side of the creek, I need to run it off the electric for this pasture, and it's not strong enough. I need something that's stronger than what I've got. So I'm looking into different chargers, debating on whether or not to stay with the plug-in type or to go with a solar. They both have pluses and minuses, pros and cons. And I'm just trying to come up with an idea. Now, I just watched a video by Greg Judy this morning, and he was showing a charger that he's got, And I like that it's got an on-off switch, and it's solar, and he says it really packs a punch. And I checked online, and it's good for, oh, I think it said 40 acres, which is far more than what I have pastured in. So I'm not sure, because that particular one, it was like, it was over $300, and that was on sale. So I don't know if I can justify that kind of cost right now. As much as I liked it and it looked like it would do the job, I think I have to look for something cheaper. There's another one that I saw on Amazon, but I'm not real sure about it. It was a little bit more affordable, but it's unclear as to whether it's a plug-in or if it's solar. I don't see a solar panel with it. But usually it'll say, you know, what it is, and it didn't really say. It had the voltage or the joules listed, but I'll have to look at it again and see if there's something I missed. I don't know. But if you happen to have any experience with various chargers, and you've come across a good one that's affordable, let me know, okay? Put in the comments down there. Of course, I have to keep checking the comments because YouTube took away the email notifications. So if I post a comment on another channel and I get a reply, well, I don't get the notification. And it's really hard to go back to those other videos to see and find my comment to see if there was a reply. And that's a shame because sometimes you get some good replies that are helpful, you know, and maybe they need a little bit more information or something. So I don't know why YouTube did that. I don't know. But anyway, having issues with YouTube. But then again, isn't everybody else? Sorry, this video is long enough. I'm going to get back to work here. I want to put a top board on these side walls to screw that fence into. And so it just gives me a little bit more stability. So I need 2 more boards cut. I got plenty of lumber. And now I got to think about about the tarps. I'm going to put them up. I don't think we have any rain for a few days. So maybe I'll wait until after I get the hay in here. It might be a little bit easier. So, but we'll see. We'll see. So this is Mom H with Honey Hollow Homestead. Talk to y'all later.